Hi friends, welcome to my channel Well, where we dive into all aspects of what it means to truly be well, whether that is mental, physical, spiritual, emotional, all of the things. I'm really excited to be chatting about this topic with you guys today because it's something that I've really been diving into head first for the past year or so. So I feel like it's so near and dear to my heart, and I'm really excited to share everything that I've learned with you guys. So let's get started. So today we're going to be talking about controlling our minds, specifically controlling and reversing negative self-talk. We live in a society obsessed with more. More money, bigger house, more followers, more accomplishments, all of the things, more is constantly bombarding our mind. And we see this idea over and over in our everyday lives, right? Like that's what's on billboards, that's what's on commercials, that's what's on social media. It's flaunting all that you have and then also trying to get us to want more. Now, let me be clear, it is fine to have goals of growth and development and to want more in your life. And it's totally fine to have things as long as those things are not controlling you, which is a completely different wormhole to dive into at a different date. But the issue, if we're not mindful, is that by constantly allowing this idea of more into our minds, we're subsequently telling our minds that we don't have enough, that we are not enough. And this is dangerous. This is where negative self-talk can come in, and it may start small, but if left unattended, it will continue to grow. We are not our minds. And when we can fully grasp this truth, that is where growth happens. So here's a concrete way that we can work on this detachment. Visualizing our minds as a separate entity, something outside of ourselves, okay? And we can think of these interactions as making a friend or making peace with an enemy. Practicing taking a step back when we have a negative thought. So you'll never be successful, or you look terrible in that shirt. First, step back. Ask yourself why you're having that thought. Habit is probably one reason. We have this terrible way to create habits of such self-deprecating, such hateful, negative thoughts over and over in our minds. History could be another reason. Is there someone in your past that used to tell you things like that you'll never be successful, or that you're never gonna look good enough, or negative things like that? People that we love can sometimes hurt us, and that creates a semi-permanent imprint in our minds. If we're not careful, it can be turned negative. Insecurity or fear can be another reason. When we can successfully separate ourselves from our minds, we can analyze and diagnose the root of the issue. And then step 2, we methodically start to change that negative self-talk. I'm a very literal person, a very concrete person. So literally repeating this thought. So you have the thought of, I'll never be successful. You step back, you realize that that's negative self-talk, and that is not a beneficial thought to be having, or a healthy thought to be having. So you literally take a second, after stepping back, and you repeat something positive to yourself. So I work hard and I'm proud of all that I've accomplished. I can't wait to see where I go next. Or I look terrible in that shirt. Step back, positive self-talk. This style doesn't quite work for me. Let me try something else. This all takes work. It's not something that we can just think one time and it's changed. Are you willing to put that work in? And it takes time. Nothing changes overnight. So give yourself some grace. The truth is, you are incredible and you're powerful. And so is your mind. But we have to learn to control it like a child. A child cries when it doesn't get what it wants, ignoring what it already has, right? A child struggles to appreciate real value, so it'd happily trade a stock certificate for a piece of candy. Now, we don't want to fully eliminate this childlike mind, right? Because it has a lot of good aspects to it too. It enables us to be spontaneous, creative, and dynamic. So learning to control our minds is the best. Like a child, our minds must be taught and monitored. So put in the work. You are powerful and you can do it. Despite what you might think right now, you can do it. Sometimes something just as simple as us telling our minds, I can do this, is powerful. So go get it. See just how far you can go. Thanks for watching. Bye.